ones. We're going to try to get this set up here. Yeah, if I can make this thing work right again. There we go, boom. Alright, so this is going to be my first official live stream on YouTube. And I'm going to do a quick, and I mean a really quick drawing because I should have already been to bed. I've got to get up in just a few hours and go to work. So I'm going to knock out a quick one for you guys. See if anybody happens to pop in here. And if you do, please just let me know how it looks. I don't think all my little widgets and stuff are set up yet. We will get there. I'll get all this stuff set up. I don't even know if I like this setup yet. We may change some things around. But let's get to the drawing. I'm just going to do a quick little kind of a skull zombie thing. And we're going to call it a night. This is, like I said, just kind of testing this thing out to see if it's going to be viable on YouTube. Now the biggest problem I have is that I can't bring up the chat the way I did in Twitch, but we will find a way to get around that. We will eventually get this all set up just the way we want it. Like I said, this is just going to be a quickie. Hopefully I can come up with something halfway decent for you guys. This will be just a quick, gnarly little sketch. We will test this thing out and see what we got going on. I hope everybody's had a good day. I've had a pretty good day. Did some Christmas shopping. Of course, I have already spent too much on the grandkids, but I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I certainly don't have the ability to tell them no very often, so. Now when I'm doing these and I'm starting them off, you can see the eraser is like my best friend when I'm starting these things off. Now I'm going to use an oil brush, and one thing I've noticed, I don't know if you can or can't see them, but I don't think it's showing you guys the brushes and stuff. Like all these extra menus I bring up, it's just showing you the main screen. But this is an oil brush, and like I said, this is going to be a fairly quick doodle. Hopefully it will be worthy of your viewing. And we will get better and better at this streaming business as we go. I know everybody right now is kind of getting ramped up for the holidays, and kind of like that one video I put out. I think everybody just needs to chill out a little bit. It's gonna be okay. Need to make these holidays a good thing, not a bad thing. Now, I know I put out that video today talking about the ads and stuff, and I did turn off the ads to all my videos, except the one I did the Sprizzy thing on. I'm still waiting on it to kick in. But the good news is that still got people out there watching my stuff, and I still gained 2 subscribers today, so very thankful for that. Very thankful. Alright. Enough talking, just get back to the drawing. Like I said, this is just going to be kind of a test run. We'll see. We'll see. I think I still got to tweak some stuff. Unfortunately, I work the weekend, so it's probably going to be at least Tuesday, maybe Monday night, before I can really get back on this thing and try to do something. But we'll get there. We will be just fine. And I don't mean to try to cheapen this or rush it, but I just wanted to test it out. Like I said, hopefully whatever I come up with here will be worth you watching me draw or erase. I picked up a subscriber from Russia today, which was pretty cool. I tend to, especially on DeviantArt, I know, I kind of tend to get a lot of folks from that part of the world who seem to really enjoy my stuff, so that's pretty cool, I think. Alright, I can't get too crazy with these details because, like I said, I do have to go to bed here shortly. So has anybody out there started your Christmas shopping yet? I took a good chunk out of mine tonight, actually, so I'm a little bit ahead of the game. I think we all just kind of put too much pressure on ourselves. Now these oil brushes that I'm using, oil paint brush set, really nice. If you learn how to use them, learn how to make these big strokes like this, really come in handy. And I know I may be making that look just a little bit easier than it actually is, but And the thing about these is you have to know what kind of pressure you're going to use, and you got to know, I don't like any of that, and you got to know which direction makes the brush do what thing, because it does make a difference. Hopefully my buddy Metal Flame will get to catch some of this. He's really coming along with his art lately, so we've collaborated on a few things. Seems like a pretty good guy. Alright, we're going to throw a little shade in here real quick. Throw in some shade. I hate to rush through this thing, but give it a test run, because I will go back and check this video out to make sure it's up to snuff. Alright, we will throw a couple of eyes in here, and kind of one of the reasons I go kind of overboard on the eyes is because it's actually kind of a cool thing that happened on DeviantArt. I posted, and it was right when I first started getting back into artwork. I posted this picture, and this guy kind of called me out on my eyes. He was like, I know you can do better than that on the eyes. And from that day on, I try not to disappoint when it comes to the eyes. Sometimes, though, I still do. So get that just a little bit darker up in there. Oh, the tricky part. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come back and kind of give it just a little bit of a darker look right around that pupil there. Cut in some of this just a little bit, and of course you can always take these and play with the contrast and all that good stuff too. You know, once you're you know, I some people even do it with traditional artwork. They'll finish their art, and then they'll go and take a real high quality photo of it, and then they go put it in Photoshop or whatever, and then they adjust all the saturation and contrast and all that stuff to make some things happen. And so, I mean, it's viable. It's your art. You do what you want with it. So we got just a couple things left to do, and we're going to call this good. All right. We're going to sign it. I'm in too big of a hurry here. I'm screwing up everything, even my signature. Alright guys, so there you have it. A quickie little skull doodle. Come out pretty good. I used a whole lot of tricks to make that go by fast. And I think I am exactly 17 minutes into this stream. So hope everybody enjoyed it, and I hope you come back, especially when I get this thing going. When I get this whole streaming business on YouTube figured out, and we can have a lot of fun here. And like I said, I'm not down in Twitch at all, but I just kind of, man, I tell you what, I was giving Twitch literally everything I had, and I just could not get folks on that stream. I mean, I was busting my ass. You see, this was 17 minutes into this. I was spending like 2 hours on stuff in Twitch, and I don't know if I'm just not pretty enough or what, but just could not seem to get folks to hang out with me on Twitch. So we will try YouTube. And the reason I didn't do it on YouTube at first is because it is so much easier to integrate your chat and everything else on Twitch. But what good does that do if there's nobody there to chat with, right? It's kind of how I see it. So, real quick, just a couple shadows here. And you see I don't have my symmetry on anymore, so I have to kind of work this in individually. Just to make it look kind of the way I want it to. Alright. And since we got a little time, I will, here, let me go and adjust this thing real quick. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with adjusting these pictures after you get done with them. YouTube. Skull. Alright, here we go. This will take just a second. Now, like I said, I don't know. I don't think any of this shows up. No, it doesn't. None of this shows up in this stream, so it's pretty cool. But the program I'm using is called Photor, and it is by far one of my most favorite photo editors that I have came across, bar none. I mean, the effects and everything that are built in are awesome. The control you have over every little aspect of your painting is awesome. I just like everything about it. Yeah, that's the color I like. And I'll show you the difference between, you'll be able to see before I adjusted and after I adjusted the difference in these things. And sometimes it's pretty dramatic. Now I hope this is working, because I did all this for you guys. So here we go. There's before, and here is after. So like I said, it's still the same concept, still the same art, just a different look at it. And I played with the contrast a little bit, gave it a little bit of a vignette around the edges. Played with the overall color a little bit, just because I like these kind of sickly looking colors on my artwork, and I really think that black